Good, I guess, afternoon. Dad's running a little late this morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review. We're back from our 3-week sabbatical from the podcast. I know you guys missed us dearly. I don't know how y'all were able to get through your long drives and the late hours at night without hearing our voices every Monday, but we are back. This episode's probably going to come out a little bit late because it is currently 1:27.
We're back, baby. But we're late.
But we're back.
We're back late. I had transportation. You have to take a certain. You have to go and watch these videos in the auditorium at the junior high and sit there and listen to them. They'd last about 3-4 hours long, and if not, you cannot drive a school bus. So to be compliant with Georgia state law, once a year you have to go and sit and watch how to load a truck properly, how to strap it down, how many straps per size of load, per weight. So, very important stuff for bus drivers. And so, but according to the Georgia state law, we have to do that to drive a school bus. I've done it, so I can, drive a bus this year. Starting next Tuesday. Isn't that exciting? A week and 1 day, I get to start driving a bus again.
Don't bang on the table.
Sorry, you don't like that, do you?
It's been 3 weeks. We got a lot to catch you guys up on. You want to start kind of in Texas, or how you want to do this?
Week, yeah. We can, yeah. Is what I was trying to say. Let's start with, you want to start with camp? We did a camp.
Well, that's your thing. I was just a visitor.
Yeah, okay. So Clark Bozier invited us to Texas. Well, actually, Caleb invited us to Texas. That's his children's pastor, and invited me to come and speak at their camp. And so it was a Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, and in Ranger, Texas, out in the middle of nowhere, and it was awesome. A bunch of kids there. We had 8 saved at camp, and then Sunday night we got the opportunity to. I got the opportunity to preach Sunday night at their camp deal. Their camp report, and 2 more kids got saved. And so, it was a great week. We had a really, really good time, and the theme was go for the gold. And what I try to teach them is going for, our definition for that week for going for the gold is to seek God's will in our lives and do whatever it takes to find that and to do that. And so we talked about a lot of really good things that week, and it just a really, really good week. That camp is also there next to a golf course, so we got to play some golf. And so we played golf, we preached, and then we played some more golf. And so it was a lot of fun, and we had a good time, and good people, a lot of people that we know. One of our missionaries, Steve Gray, he was there and had some kids there. And so we got to see him a little bit. And then, of course, a bunch of people.
I played golf with his sons.
Play golf with his son, yeah. And then we even, there are some of our students that were in our youth department when we were there at Willow Park, whose kids are now old enough to be at camp. And so that's kind of a cool deal, too, to see kids at camp that their parents were in our youth department. So that's a lot of fun. And so it's just a really fun time and neat time, a good time to be out in West Texas. A little hot, but other than that, a good week, a really, really fun week, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to go and to speak and to hang out with a bunch of kids and tell them about Jesus and see their lives changed and challenge them into their walk with Christ. And so we had a good time. And then Keagan, he was asked to do something special. So you want to tell them about that?
Sure. I spent the week hanging out with Clark's middle school pastor and youth pastor, getting to talk with them, and then they invited me to come speak to their teens Wednesday night. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
so they drove back in from camp to the church, and all the teenagers were there, and King got the opportunity to speak Wednesday night to them, so that was a lot of fun. And then we got to do church Sunday morning with Willow Park, so that was good. And then, like I said, that service that night. And as soon as we were done, we headed to Texas. So another cool thing that we got to do was Friday night. Friday, Emma Grace flew in and picked her up, and Saturday she flew in. So Friday night, my niece and her husband and their kid and my other niece, Bethany, Michaela and Bethany, they came to town, and we went to the Rangers game. And can I tell you this?
Shout out Kyle.
Shout out to Kyle Power. He made everything happen. Listen, this guy, man, works at HEB, and if you don't know anything about HEB, greatest store in the world. But we got to hang out with them. Had a really, really good time. Ate and hung out, and then went to the game. And we got to go see the Rangers play against the Astros. And I'm telling you what, I've never sat in an indoor air conditioning baseball game. But I can tell you right now, I love it. And I don't know that I ever want to go to any other baseball game unless it's indoors.
Makes the Braves Stadium look like a big piece of hot trash. The Braves Stadium's not even that old. Well,
the Braves Stadium is great if it wasn't 150 billion degrees, right? So that Friday we're at the Braves or at the Rangers game, and we were freezing, like so cold that Tracy was shivering because we're sitting underneath the air conditioning vent that's blowing down on us.
It was so nice.
Oh, it's crazy. It was crazy how cold it was. Then a week and a half later, we're back here in town that Sunday. We did church that morning, and then someone gave us tickets to the Rangers game. So we said, sure, we'll go to the Rangers-Astros game. Rangers-Atlanta Braves game. So we go to the Rangers-Atlanta Braves game. We went from freezing in one stadium to wishing I was dead in the other. It was so hot. I was sweating, and it was hot. And that seat was like sitting on a hot plate. Man, it was so hot. When we first sat down, I almost couldn't stay in my seat. It was so hot. But, yeah, it wasn't until sixth inning, I guess, before the sun kind of dipped down behind us. But then there were some people out there that never got out of the sun. I'm thinking, I'm glad I'm not sitting where they're sitting. We had really good seats. But even in our really, really good seats, it was really, really hot.
Well, even like the times I've gone and sat in the outfield, you just sweat the whole time.
Oh, outfield's bad.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Can't do it. The Rangers game went by so fast because I was so comfortable. It was so perfect. They also had like a simulator where it like throws a ball up in the air and you hit it and it shows you how far you hit it on the field. That was really cool.
Very cool.
Got to do that. But yeah, Ranger Stadium's probably the nicest baseball stadium I've ever been in.
The thing is, if you like the old school nostalgic baseball, probably not going to get that.
I disagree completely. Baseball's baseball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what people have said to me.
But I'm saying that's stupid. Just because you put a roof on it doesn't mean it's not now nostalgic. It's still a baseball game. Still all the same. It's the exact same building. It just now has a roof and air conditioning. That's it. It's the only difference.
The best. And I'm telling you what, I don't feel like nothing was taken away from my game. In fact, it was more comfortable, and I was willing to stay longer than if I was sitting outside burning up like we were at the Braves game.
I mean, they even still had fireworks. It's not like you're...
No, the fireworks scared me. I didn't expect it at all. The guy cranked the home run, and all of a sudden, I was like, what in the world just happened? Someone shot me. I was unprepared for the fireworks. I did not know that was going to happen indoors, but it did.
But the Rangers have a mariachi band.
Oh, mariachi band was great.
Hey, they're the coolest. It's so sick. And their City Connect jerseys, the Tejas. Is just
Tejas.
So cool.
So, for those who don't know, Tejas is Spanish for Texas. And but anyhow, Tejas, we love it. It was good. So we had a good time. And then Saturday, Emma Grace flew in, and we went to Fort Worth and saw the Longhorns walk down the street, and we went to the old stockyards, and we ate some barbecue and spent some money and just had a really good day. But even that was really hot. I mean, it was
pretty miserable. I've also never seen Fort Worth that busy.
It was great. There was a lot of folks down there, I guess because it's summer, but holy cow, there were some folks around.
Real ridiculous.
Yeah. The vibe would have been better if there's 100,000 less people. Yeah, I think so. But although it was really good, we had a good time. And so then Sunday night we went to San Angelo, and Monday we went and picked up Alex from the airport in San Antonio. So Alex got to fly in.
That was my first time being in San Antonio since I was a little kid.
Yeah, you hadn't been there. And so we went down and ate breakfast on the Riverwalk, which was kind of cool. That was fun. Then we went over and...
It wasn't very good.
Well, I know, but just that we were on the Riverwalk. The food itself, I mean...
It's also birds everywhere.
A lot of pigeons looking to get some food. And
it was fun. And
they weren't scared.
Me and Alex were quoting Charles Barkley relentlessly while we were in San Antonio.
Charles Barkley.
Them big old women down in San Antonio.
Like that Cheeros. And then we went and looked for some merch, San Antonio merch. Keagan, I think, got a shirt.
Some Spurs gear. I picked up a Spurs shirt. We trying to get a jersey, but nobody was selling them.
Yeah.
Which was so weird. Like, hey, we were just in the finals.
Yeah.
Like,
why can't we find San Antonio
why are
stuff?
jerseys not out there?
Maybe we're just looking in the wrong place, but you just figured there'd be something more.
Arguably one of the greatest basketball organizations ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Probably, I'd say top 10 easily.
Yeah.
With Pop's little run.
Yeah.
But, whatever. I guess nobody cares. I guess even San Antonio doesn't care about the Spurs. And even, like, shirts. Like, I go to Academy, or where do we go? Academy or Dick's?
Dick's.
We went to Dick's. They've got Longhorn stuff, Cowboys stuff.
Crazy.
They have every sport possible, and then there's a tiny rack of Spurs stuff, and it's on sale. I'm like, man, we lose in the finals, and the whole city's abandoning the Spurs?
Now they're jumping on college football.
What's happening?
They're getting ready for college football. I just expected that there would be merch everywhere, and we really kind of had to look. It was kind of weird. So
yeah, what other sport is actually based out of San Antonio?
Nothing. There's nothing.
UTSA, the Roadrunners. Who gives a darn about those losers?
Yeah. Well, some people do, but we don't.
Nobody of value.
Oh, don't say that. There might be somebody with value.
No one listening to this cares about the Roadrunner. I guarantee most people other than like Christy Heath even know who UTSA is.
Well,
Christy Heath knows ball.
Christy Heath knows her college football. There's no doubt about that. She does. That's true.
She's probably one of the most well-versed ball knowers when it comes to college football that I've ever met.
Yes.
Her, Drew Mulvan's probably up there.
Right. But I'm just saying, as like a female fan, she's out
there's
there.
not another lady close
She's
that
impressive.
Met.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, she likes the Bulldogs, but I mean, other than that, I give her kudos.
It's not her fault where she was born.
That's right. You can't help where you're born. And so anyhow, we picked up Alex, went to the Alamo. We had to go pay our tribute there. And now they've changed things a lot. In the old, all the museum stuff used to be in the chapel. And now they've created this whole new building that's 2 stories with all the artifacts and stuff in it. And then now you just kind of walk through the chapel.
I got to say, much better setup now.
Oh, it's so much easier.
So much. There's not people all over you. Well, there still is, but it's definitely better.
They've done a lot of work since in a decade. So I haven't been there in a decade, and they're still doing a lot of work. But they're expanding that front area that used to be fenced in, and they're trying to get you a better picture and a better feel of what it all was. And so I like that. I think that's really cool.
I even learned something.
What was that?
I didn't know that there wasn't a roof in that main area of the chapel.
Yeah, because they bombed it. Yeah,
I had always thought there. No, I thought I read a plaque that said there was never a roof there.
Never a roof. I don't know.
They just added it later on. Like the walls went up, but there was no roof other than like the small room we sat in and watched the video.
That's where they used to do communion.
On those they had roofs, but
and it was cool to be in the room where the ladies, the children, the survivors. That's where they were found, was in that room. So we're in that room, watching a video, and they're kind of explaining it to us and showing us some stuff. And so it's just crazy that building has even lasted. And survived.
One more complaint.
Uh-oh.
They don't have a lock of Davy Crockett's hair anymore. They put it in storage.
They have it. They just put it up to where you can't see it, and that's frustrating.
He said, it's in the vault. He said there's stuff that they like rotate in and out of the vault, and right now Crockett's hair is in the vault.
Being cared for, whatever that means.
It's hair, man.
It's hair, man.
Leave it out.
Leave it out so we can see it.
It's not taking up a whole lot of space.
Very disappointed, but that's one of the things I remember as a kid always seeing is David Crockett hair, and we're looking for it. And we even asked that guy, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's not out. That's in the vault." I went, "Okay, so where's the vault at? Let's go."
And then we were talking about bribing him to go to the vault, and I think he thought we were serious.
Yeah, he got serious.
And then obviously you're not going to take us to the vault.
Yeah, because we said, "Hey, you take us to the vault." And
the joke went right over his head.
Right. Some people don't get our good sense. We have a fantastic sense of humor, and some people just don't get it.
A lot of church people don't understand.
Sometimes it happens, yeah, but it's good. But yeah, we went to the Alamo, and then that evening we crossed over the mountains and went over into the Frio River area where my family met us, and we spent 2 nights down on the Frio. I almost had to spend 4 nights down on the Frio River, and so we were in a little place out there on the river. We had a good time. It was a lot of fun. It's fun catching up with everybody.
That's one thing that's pretty dumb about that city. You get 2 inches of rain and the whole city shuts down.
Yeah, you get 2 inches of rain and everybody dies.
They were like, "Oh man, this is a lot of rain," kind of getting worried. This is just a Tuesday for us in Georgia. What are y'all talking about?
That's what I'm saying. It's just a normal day for us, yeah.
No drainage system. The ground is hard and doesn't accept the water. There's nowhere for it to go, so it just sits, and it gets taller and taller and taller. But it's like, man,
yeah.
Because here, like, it rains, and you go outside a couple hours later, and you don't even know that it rained.
Yeah, you can mow the grass, do whatever. They said that the rain that while we were there, they got enough rain. They got more rain in that time than they normally get in an entire year. So that was a lot of rain for them.
Shout out to all the church folks that were worried about us.
Yeah, we did have several people. Do we need to bring a boat? Do we need to come get you? Are y'all okay? And yeah, so very cool to know that people back here in Georgia knew where we were. Not only knew where we were, but were concerned about our safety. And I think that's really cool.
We had plenty of tubes. We would have been fine.
Yep, we could have floated. It'd have been fine. It'd have been good. But yeah, we got to float the river. Keagan got to see a snake. Almost crawled into his lap while he was tubing.
Yeah, me and immigration were kind of at the front of the pack, and there's like this little tight, like little waterfall thing that you drop down. There's a big rock on the side of it, and I went down first and didn't notice anything. But as I look back, as immigration's about to come, I see that there's a pretty large snake sitting on that rock, and she has her feet sticking out, like going right towards this snake. And I was like, do I say something? Is it going to freak her out? Do I just be quiet and let her float down? Well, she saw it on her own accord, almost kicked it, and like was screaming as she was coming up to it. And
we almost had a walking on water moment.
And she scares the snake. It jumps in the water and starts swimming directly at me. So I go from laughing to, oh crap, I got to get out of here. So I started backing up, and then he turned back towards the bank and moved on. I did look up a picture of a water moccasin.
Yeah.
That was a water moccasin.
Water moccasin. Fun.
One of the larger ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
That sucker was huge. But then it was funny because when it was far away, I was like, doesn't look near as big as I've been describing it. But when you were up close, dude, that sucker was...
Well, I think everything seems bigger when it's coming right at you.
I was worried. Them things can zip through the water. It's
they're
crazy.
Fast. Yeah, I've seen them some cover some ground on a river very quickly. Thinking, man, that thing is moving.
Yeah,
they can move pretty quick.
Yeah, but we all survived. Michaela barely, but
yeah, Michaela got
her tube popped
going down in her tube, and she had this big fancy tube that she was sitting on like she was the queen, and it popped
like the first waterfall.
Yeah, she rough go.
It pops, so she's like rolling down the waterfall, but then Haley's coming in 100 miles an hour right behind her, and so Michaela's head pops up out of the water, and boom, there's Haley's tube just crushing her.
Take her out.
It was awesome, but no, that was so dumb. We shouldn't have been out there. It was freezing. I didn't even want to go. I just was like, man, everybody else is going, so I kind of feel obligated. And I froze. My lips were blue.
Okay, so it's called the Frio.
Yeah,
in Spanish,
the day before, it
freezing.
Was perfect.
So the problem is with the Frio River, as long as the sun's out and the sun's shining, Frio River is fantastic. But once the sun is behind clouds or it sets, the water seems to get way cooler. Way cooler. So, but it was fun. We there was a little hole that we could swim in. Keagan got to do the rope swing, and Kason got to do the rope swing.
Did a lovely backflip off of it.
Lovely backflip.
Only took me 3 tries.
Well, we haven't done it in a while.
The first one was so ugly.
Got to get going. Luckily, nobody was recording, but we swam, and the crazy thing about the water coming up is it starts raining, and I kept telling everybody, as long as you see that river rock down there, we're good. We're good. It's no big deal. As long as you see that river rock, no problem. Nothing to worry about. 3 or 4 hours later, you couldn't see the river rock anymore, and I went, well, so it did come up quite a bit. I think when we went down and looked at it going across the road, it was like 3.5 feet, maybe 3.5, 4 feet. Definitely not something you want to try to cross over. And then this is water that's going over the road. So we were 3.5 feet over the road, and it was moving. So we decided to not go that route. We decided to go out the back way, and we got out, and I was told, I don't know if this is true or not, but I was told that once we got out, even that road that we got out on ended up being closed down. So it's a good thing that we got out. But if we had to stay, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I think we were safe as long as we stayed where we were. We had some food, snacks mainly, but we wouldn't have starved to death. We had plenty of drinks, plenty of snacks. I think we had lunch meat and stuff. We'd have been okay. It wouldn't have been top tier food. Wouldn't have been Lewicki Steakhouse food, but we had plenty of food.
A lot of food.
Yeah, we'd have been fine.
By the way, them barbecue sandwiches Uncle Tom made.
Uncle Tom made some barbecue sandwiches. They're pretty good.
That's better than any pork I've had in Georgia.
Well, I thought Georgia was known for its pork.
Yeah, Georgia's barbecue is just not good. I'll say that.
Wow, he said it.
I'm still trying to figure out what food Georgia does do good. Because, Texas brisket rocks.
Absolutely.
And then Georgia's like, well, we're not known for our beef, we're known for our pork. But Uncle Tom, just a Yankee, whipped up
He's from New York. Well, but can you call him a Yankee? He's lived in Texas more than he lived in New York. Longer than he lived in New York.
I feel like he's got some Yankee slang still in him.
He probably does. I'm just saying it was pretty good.
It was better than anything. The only thing that's I'd say probably the best one I've had in Georgia is Amos.
Amos. So compared to Amos, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Tom's was better.
Yeah. Well, I like Amos. So that just tells you how good that barbecue was. He did a good job, and it was delicious. I said, let's just keep it simple. Let's just do hamburgers and hot dogs. And he goes, oh, no, we're doing pork. I went, bro, I'm not going to talk you out of that.
I walked into that kitchen. I went, oh, boy, what is that smell?
I'm not talking you out of it. You go for it, man. You go for it.
So good.
So then we got to spend Wednesday night back in San Angelo. And we went to a little steakhouse called Lewicki Steakhouse in Rowena, Texas, out there in the middle of nowhere. If you look up Rowena or Lewicki, you'll find them to be between Ballinger and San Angelo.
It's so good.
And it was expensive, but it was a good steak. That was probably one of the best steaks I've had in a while. It wasn't
too expensive.
You don't think it was bad?
Compared to steak places I go here, it's not.
Well, I'm not as rich as you, so I don't go to places like that. I go to Longhorns.
Well, I'm not regularly going to these places. Food's one of my favorite things on this world.
I agree. It's top five.
You got to try it. Cherokee Chop House.
Chop House. Whew. So maybe that's what Georgia does. Good
Cherokee Chop House or J. Michael's Prime. I'll say they got it going on.
So Lewicki Steakhouse is an old school, in the middle of nowhere steakhouse.
There's literally nothing in this town except for Lewicki.
Except for this place.
It's Lewicki and a bunch of farmlands. That's pretty much it.
So we went there after.
Is Miles would
Miles,
be the next closest actual city?
Actually, Ballinger is closer. Ballinger is closer than Miles.
Are the Ballingers from Ballinger?
No, the Ballingers are from Colorado.
Cool? Are they really?
Yes.
So the Ballingers, if you don't know, they're missionaries that we support. They live in Mongolia, and that's going to be our next missions trip. We've already decided we're going.
No, we're not.
Can y'all, when y'all go on y'all's missions trip, just send me and Alex to Mongolia?
I want to go to Mongolia too.
Well, it doesn't seem like it. You're making us go somewhere we don't want to go.
Stop it. That's so expensive, and it's going to take a minute.
But it's so cool. Name, other than the Ballingers and maybe the Piles, name one person you know that's been to Mongolia.
Genghis Khan.
You don't know Genghis.
I know him as good as I know anybody else in Mongolia.
Which is my point. You don't know anybody that goes there. We have to go.
We have to go.
It's so cool, man. I feel like that's anywhere else we go, the culture is going to be that. I feel like that would be the most shocking culture, the differences.
It's going to be huge.
Because it's -40 year round there, right?
It's cold there a lot.
They live very differently than what we.
Their life is definitely slower. Definitely different.
I think our group will be significantly smaller if we go to Mongolia, but that just shows where their heart's at.
No, it shows where their pocketbook is.
That's what we fundraise for.
Fundraise, there you go.
We'll just do 3 pie sales.
So you have the Ballingers, not from Ballinger, who then had a son named Coleman, Coleman is probably the next town over from Ballinger. So the Ballingers with a son named Coleman Ballinger. What is his name, Coleman?
His name was CJ.
Yeah. Coleman.
What's the J?
Coleman James? I don't know. Yeah.
Shout out CJ.
CJ, yeah, doing good. Going to school. Anyhow, yeah. And then on Thursday, because Immigrace had never been to San Angelo, we took her to all the hot spots in San Angelo. Same old place, Eggemeyer's. We went. And
Coberland Street.
At
the 325 SA.
Where Keagan's life began. And so just drove around town, saw a bunch of stuff in town and different things we wanted to go to.
Showed where Dad's grandma used to work.
Yep. Where my grandma used to work. We also went, so Hoffman is making chocolate meringue pies again, and my favorite. So we went and bought a couple of those, and I was shocked that nobody really ate them, but I did. I ate most of them.
You put that calf slobber on top of it. Now nobody wants it.
Yeah, it's good. That stuff on top's great. Anyhow, so chocolate meringue pie was so delicious, and it was great to have that. And then that night, we got our...
It's crazy that you'll eat that, but an onion will scare you half to death.
It's an onion flavor is awful. Why
It's
does
so
anybody
good.
like an onion flavor? It's disgusting.
Like sauteed onions on top of a steak.
No, sauteed onion. Well, you just ruined the whole steak.
So
Put some ketchup on it and go, man.
See, you have a 5-year-old's palate.
I get told that. You're not the only one that tells me that. But I don't care.
I tell Emma
Forget
Grace that too. Everywhere she goes, gets chicken tenders and fries. I mean, you're missing out on some amazing stuff.
Leave that girl alone. She's fine. So then we went to the Mexican food restaurant. And got chicken fried steaks. And so we did not buy Mexican food while we were at said Mexican food restaurant.
But that chicken fried steak, brothers.
So can't pass that up.
By the way, waitress totally lied to Alex.
Did she?
100%. Alex said, hey, how do you make this yellow gravy? Because, I've been trying. I mess it up every time. I can't ever get that color.
She said food coloring.
She said, it's food dye. And I went, she is lying through her teeth. Because if it's food coloring, hey, what's the point? Gravy's white. If your gravy was white, nobody would be like,
no one cares.
So clearly you're not intentionally going yo, what if we made this gravy yellow?
Just that's going to be what people want.
What?
But they even talk about their famous yellow gravy. That's part of the conversation, right? So, yeah, I think she's a liar. Maybe she's been forced to lie. She has no choice.
So I asked her, I said, is that what they tell you to tell us? And she said, no, I'm being serious.
Well,
I said, I remember my first time lying.
All right.
Good Lord.
But anyhow, so we got chicken fried steak. So if y'all are wondering, did we go to any Mexican food restaurants while we were there? The answer is yes. We went to 1, 2, 3, 4. Roses.
These idiots made us eat at Roses 3 times.
3 times. It was delicious.
It is not that good.
Yeah, it is.
It's your average Mexican food. It's just way cheaper.
So as soon as we got to town on Monday, we went to Roses on our way to camp.
And it was awesome that first time.
As soon as we left camp and we were on our way back to Willow Park, we went to Roses again.
And it was so mid that time.
And then when we were, did we take Emma Grace?
Yep.
At some point we took Emma Grace. I can't even remember when we took her.
The last day. And it was disgusting.
And it was so delicious. All 3 times were so good.
It got worse and worse and worse. I will say their tortillas, best in the world.
You can't get past.
Other than that, they have nothing going for them.
They have everything going for them. They're so good.
Other than their tortillas, I would take Pueblo over Roses any day of the week.
So then Clark on Sunday took us. Where did we go with Clark? It was good.
Italian, but I forgot what it's.
I got something called Cowboy
Campesini.
Campasitos, something. All I'm saying is I got Cowboy enchiladas. I'm in. They were good. I ate that. It's fantastic.
You're talking about Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh. Campesino is
that's the Italian restaurant.
Italian place.
Talking about Sunday when we went to Mexican food. I'm talking about Mexican food right now.
Hitting the table, man.
Don't tell me that.
It sounds awful for them when you do that.
They love it. I've gotten a report back.
That Mexican place was pretty good. Clark kind of rushed me there, and I was offended.
Clark goes, he's always the last one eating. Of course, Clark's always in a hurry wherever he's going. Everywhere he's going, he's always in a rush.
Dude, we were.
Clark looked over there and goes, that boy's always still eating.
It had literally been 15 minutes, and I was the last person to get my food. My golly, man.
Yeah. Clark's in a hurry. He's a busy man.
Huh?
Gotta go. I did think it was funny, though, because he was the last one eating last night, too.
Which, not true. I had finished, but they talked for so long that I just kept picking at it, but I was done. I was not the last one at all.
So great.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Anyhow, So yeah, and then we did eat at an Italian restaurant on Saturday night. That was really good. And so yeah, we ate way too good while we were there for sure. Had a good time. There's certain places you got to go. Got to go to Rose's. Got to go to Mexican food restaurant. Got to go to Luwakey. Those three.
Wiener Schnitzel.
We did go to Wiener Schnitzel for lunch. Went to Wiener Schnitzel. It was delicious. So it's
Tasty Freeze.
It's a hot dog place. I think it's a California deal, actually.
I take back everything I just said.
Yeah, that's where they came from. So, but man, chili cheese dogs with fries. Man, you can't beat that. It was so delicious. So I was glad I got to get it. I didn't think Wiener Schnitzel was going to happen, but man, where there's a will, there's a way, and we made it happen. So it was good.
Wiener Schnitzel puts people in the hospital, though.
Yes, I heard. Yeah. Well,
so you gotta be careful. But it was good. Yeah. We went. It was
you
great.
Shouldn't eat 8 chili cheese dog with chili fries in one day. That's probably too much.
But we all have to admit.
That's impressive.
Not only is it impressive, kind of a baller move.
So crazy.
It's kind of cool.
He's the man.
You're kind of awesome.
Well, I mean, so 8 chili cheese dogs, 4 chili cheese fries.
You're the man.
Man, that's on another level of
just sodium maxing.
That is amazing. So, but anyhow, I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad
what a legend.
Kill him.
What a legend.
And but yes, that will go down as one of the greatest feats of all time in our book.
I could. There's no way I could do it.
Yeah, Tracy says I could, but I'm like, you're crazy. There's no way I could do that.
We need to talk to him and figure out timeline wise.
Yeah, I do want to know timeline. How long that was?
Are we talking hour breaks?
Yeah. Or are you just hammering it down?
Who knows?
But anyway,
only time will tell. Maybe we'll try to do a challenge where we try to knock it out. But
I would love to sit down. I don't know that I can do 4 chili cheese fries though, so that's the problem. I could probably do the chili dogs and get close. But once I start adding fries and drinks, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I'm on.
I could probably do 3 chili cheese dogs, 4, maybe 4. But 4's pushing it.
I think we like I love a Frank.
I don't like them big ones though. Yeah.
After 2 though, like I get bored of it, and it's not even like I'm full. I'm just like I don't want to eat any more of this.
Well, and so when I had it, I was trying to go. I even got small fries and a small drink because I knew that night we were going to get chicken fried steak, and I was trying to keep room for the chicken fried steak.
I will say this. You put 12 Wiener Schnitzel corn dogs in front of me, I can eat all 12.
No, I couldn't do that.
I guarantee you I could put down 12. We did, for those that, I guarantee you nobody cares other than Aunt Nicole, because she's the one that informed us about this, I believe. We did find a big pineapple from the Big Blue, Big Red company.
Yes, for those when we talked about drinks.
And it was very good.
A big pineapple. So,
it's the exact same thing as this right here.
Fanta pineapple, yeah.
No differences at all.
Today's episode sponsored by.
I'm very upset because I forgot to look for a big peach, and that would have been a selling point for me. I'm a big peach flavored guy.
Yeah, so.
Speaking of, right now, only in the summer, Chick-fil-A's got a peach milkshake. It's the best milkshake in the world.
No, disgusting. Peach is gross.
Just chewing on them peach chunks.
No, see, that's where it's disgusting. You just got gross. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Peach is gross.
Speaking of Chick-fil-A, right now they have...
Wow, sponsor our ad today, Chick-fil-A.
They have a chicken sandwich that has honey, jalapenos, and pimento cheese on it. Let me tell you, it is one of the better things I've ever eaten.
No, there's no way.
It's so good. I was talking to Alan Box about it. He has tried one.
Does Alan Box like it?
He loved it.
Really?
We both have the same complaint, though. Little pricey, because the regular chicken sandwich is like $3. That one's like $12.
No way.
But it's so worth it. I just had one for lunch today with a gift card. You were already at a lunch spot right. That sounded gross to me.
Gotcha.
Wow. Annie's. You're lucky if you get me in there for breakfast.
Gotcha.
Lunch, now we're pushing it.
No, I had chicken fried steak.
I had Chick-fil-A for lunch, though, because somebody gave me a gift card yesterday for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very nice of somebody. They didn't give me a gift card for my birthday.
Thank you, Juju. Oh. You rock.
So, never mind. They gave me a holster for my gun, so I'll take back what I said.
Such great people.
They are very generous.
Speaking of,
very kind.
If we ever put together like a Hall of Fame for volleyball, Alan's got to be in the conversation.
Alan Box.
That dude's a monster.
The man's the man.
Just the most consistent guy out there.
He's good.
We'll get into volleyball later because there's some things I want to mention.
Okay.
Well. The Bagwells provided a lot of entertainment for me.
Bagwells were great. Glad they came. Glad they showed up. and
peer
we
pressure.
can talk about them. So then we got home Sunday or Saturday evening. Alex had to go home Friday evening. I wish we'd have changed our tickets to go home with him.
I did too.
Instead of getting a hotel room, it probably been the same price or cheaper.
That last day just kind of felt like a waste.
Yeah, I felt like we were just killing time. So
we did get to see where JFK got bopped.
Yep, the Dealey Plaza. We went there. The book depositories, whatever it's called. Depository. What's it called?
I'm going to make the title of this episode JFK Suppository.
That's where it happened. Anyhow, where the bookstore was, or whatever that was called, and where he was allegedly shot from.
Suppository is
I know. That's why it sounds funny, but I don't know what the proper word is.
Like
the book, what? Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, you're there.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Anyhow, that building on the third floor that he shot JFK from. But anyhow, we got to see the parking lot, and we weren't there long. It was just for a quick minute, and just to let them see a little bit of Dallas, because both of them had never been there. Alex and
going to the Big D and don't mean Dallas.
Yep, we went there. So then we took Alex to the airport, and I wished, like we said, I wish we'd have just, instead of getting a hotel room for that night, we could have just flown home that night. But we didn't, so we spent the night and got up that morning and headed our way to the airport and flew home. It was a good 2 weeks. We had a good time. So,
yeah, well, y'all are all up to date. I would say we can go over Sunday school from last week, but let's be honest, we don't remember.
I do remember.
One of us doesn't remember, so
really?
We'll skip last week.
Well, we can skip last week if you want. I'll just quickly give you. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday before, we started a study in the book of Luke, and how Luke said, I have put together an orderly account of what happened as far as Jesus is concerned, as far as the gospel. And so we started a study in Luke, and then we also started a study on what is faith, and we looked at the 3 Hebrew boys in the book of Daniel in the fiery furnace, and so it was really good, their faith that they had. I think one of the key things that happened there was they said, "O King Nebuchadnezzar, we're not being lazy or whatever in our answer, but we know our God is able to deliver us from the fiery furnace. But even if He chooses not, we will not bow down. We will not go against what we believe God is." What we've been taught, what we believe, we're going to stand firm. And they did, and then we all know the story. They were rescued from the fiery furnace. So that was 2 weeks ago, and or a week and a day ago, and it was good. It was a good message. I felt like the Lord really used it, blessed it, and we had a good day that day. It was a good day. It was good to be back. We did miss one Sunday, and like I said, we got to be at Willow Park. But man, it's always good to be back home. I like being home, and I like preaching to everybody, but I really like our people. They're family. So that part's really good. So that's what we did. And then last week, not a whole lot. We finished up our summer study, the I Am Statements of Jesus, Wednesday. And it was good. We looked at, he said that I am the vine. And so he tells us to abide in Him, to stay connected to Him, that He is the source of life. He's the source of your purpose,
and
your direction.
From Him, we are nothing.
And we are, well, it said that. And it says, if you've been pruned, you'll be gathered up and thrown into the fire. So
don't be a prune.
Don't be a prune. And so it was a really, really good summer. I really am thankful to the 30 or 40 folks that would come every Wednesday night, that were participated in that, and that were a part of that. And although it was super good, I'm really, really ready to kick off our regular Wednesday nights with the youth program, kids program, eating, ladies' Bible study, men's Bible study, prayer time. I'm ready for that to kick back off. I'm really excited about that. And that doesn't happen this Wednesday night. This Wednesday night, we're off. In fact, this Wednesday night,
go out to dinner and celebrate me and Andy his birthday this Wednesday night.
Keagan and Andy's birthday same day.
And Maya in our youth group.
And Maya. So we got a lot of people in the church that are
celebrating
Wednesday night.
Is Lawson's birthday.
Oh, Lawson. Nice.
He's 3.
3. Crazy. Are they doing a big party?
Yeah, we're going. It's at 5. I got to be there.
Is there any way you can bring me back a piece of cake? I mean, seriously, I'm asking.
I'm not doing that.
That's ridiculous.
They know I don't like cake, so they know it wouldn't be for me.
I'll call Emma Grace and get me a piece of cake. But anyhow, what's the point of having a birthday if you don't get cake, right?
They have it.
I know. So bring me a piece.
I'm not. They know I don't eat that garbage.
That's terrible. Anyhow, just say it's for my dad. I don't think that's a hard conversation. My dad likes
go
cake.
to Walmart and buy a piece of cake.
No, it has to be a birthday, and it has to be somebody's birthday cake, or I don't want it. So, but anyhow,
well, y'all can get a cake Wednesday and eat it.
Great. We're going to.
I ain't touching it.
August the 5th is the beginning of our regular Wednesday night program, and I'm excited about it. So
August the 5th. I haven't looked at the logistics of this yet. Here's what I'm thinking. We're not doing a pool party this year. We're going to do slip and slide kickball again.
Okay.
Bringing it back.
Okay.
I don't like our previous location.
Okay.
It's on a hill. It's kind of weird doing videos and stuff when there's just like a trailer in the background.
Huh.
But doing it somewhere else, I don't want to have to use the bus. I don't have to haul people over. So I was going to see like what you got to do to just post up at Lee Newton. And I was going to set everything up there.
Where are you going to get the water?
They 100% have spigots. I guarantee it. They have to.
They're going to let you just use the water?
Dude, who cares? We're Christians. We do what we want.
Okay.
Anyways, my thought so far was we could do it there, have parents just drop them off, and pick them up from there.
Sure.
That way, we don't even come to the church, don't have to worry about hauling, don't have to worry about bus getting wet.
But you need to get that information out now.
Yeah, I know. Well, they all know about we're doing something like kickball. It's just the where that's up in the air.
Gotcha.
Everything's out there other than the where.
Well, you need to get the where out there so the parents know. I need to drop them off at 6 and then pick them up at 8 or 6:30 and pick them up at 8. What's the plan?
Well, I'm going to set it up to where parents can still come to church.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You're running our first night.
It's more about it. This is the next generation. They're more important.
Yeah, whatever. So that's August the 5th. It's going to be good. I'm excited. So this Sunday, what'd you teach him?
We wrapped up Jude. And I know last Sunday I was in Jude, and I'll honestly say it was the best week that we had out of all the weeks of Jude. But I could not tell you for the life of me what we actually talked about. I know this week was very short. It's just the last 2 verses, and it's just Jude saying, hey, you got this. He's wrapping it up, saying, go on your way. We started out like him saying that we're kept and we're called by God. And then as we went through, he gives warnings about people that walk away from the faith or could be misled by other people and try to stir up stuff within the church, or people that have walked away that are trying to get you to walk away too. And so just being careful. And we also just kind of talked about the fact that it's kind of like it sparked a lot of discussions about well, if you could just say, you know what, I'm done with Jesus. Did you ever really know him?
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of conversations like that. Can you lose your salvation? All those kind of conversations sparked through this series.
Yeah.
So we got to have a lot of really cool talks. But kind of the main idea that we were talking about is that the Holy Spirit's not something you're just pulling out of yourself. If you're saved, I have a hard time believing that people that walk away from the faith are kind of say I'm done with this whole God thing, that they never really knew God to begin with. Same thing with people were having arguments with well, I believe if you do this that you could lose your salvation. It's well, but if you do that, did you have your salvation?
Right. Well, and here's my biggest argument on that. You did nothing to earn salvation.
You can't lose something you can't earn. This is the quickest way to say it.
Yeah. And you can't lose. Yeah. You did nothing to get it, so you can't do nothing to lose it. So,
well, the Bible says nothing plucks you from God's hand, so we're good.
So if you're legit,
but I also was but let's be clear. This doesn't mean to live however the heck you want.
Well, and if you have that attitude, well, fine, then I can live however I want.
Not saved.
Yeah, then you come to a really quick conclusion that you aren't a child of God, because if the Holy Spirit truly lives in you, not that you're perfect, but there's something inside of you that goes, hey, man, you don't need to be doing this.
I told him, I said, I don't want to make you insecure and think that you're not saved. I said, the biggest way you can answer that question, am I saved? Do you feel convicted when you do wrong? That's your biggest tell.
Yeah.
If I do something that completely goes against what the Bible tells me is right, do I feel convicted about it, or is it just, whatever? So, but this week he's just saying God's given you everything you need to be able to do this. You're good. And he even talks about in these last 2 verses that it's not you that stands. And he says stand firm. It's not you, but it's God making you stand is what he says. And we talked about the difference between that verse and when Paul's writing, I think in 1 Peter, when he says, stand firm and act like men, it's just more of a demand, where here he's saying God makes you stand. So it's like, well, am I standing or is God making me stand? Well, both. You're putting forth an effort, but ultimately it's when you're at the end of yourself and relying on God that you fully see him on display and he's making you stand. When we're trying to stand on our own, it's not going to work. We're just going to keep falling. So he just kind of gives them that encouragement. Hey, look, you're not going to walk away. You're kept. You're called. You got this. Stand firm. Roll on.
Yeah, nice. Well, we looked at Luke chapter 2. By the way, Luke chapter 1, 80 verses in Luke chapter 1. Bro, 50-something, I think, in Luke chapter 2. But the really interesting thing when you're looking at Luke chapter, it's funny, we're talking about the birth of Jesus in July. That's kind of funny. But anyhow, we're looking at the birth of Jesus. We're looking at the people surrounding Jesus in the beginning. And the reality is, all these people that we think are somebodies were nobody until God intervened in their, you know what I mean? Until God came in and was a part of their life. You think of all of them, Mary and Joseph, nobodies. Elizabeth, nobody. All the shepherd,
David,
nobodies. And so yeah, you can go through Saul, David.
Saul was kind of a somebody.
Well, but the thing is,
not a good somebody, but he was a somebody.
The thing is, though, when you look at people that God used, if you look at their beginning, typically they're nobodies. Except for they're nobodies that were willing to be obedient. And so when we look at the first two chapters, we look at the shepherds and how the shepherds were, that's the lowliest of lowliest. And who do the angels appear to tell them that there was, that Jesus was born? They appeared to the shepherds, And so... that's a really neat thing about chapter 2. And so we just looked at how God, I think, loves to use nobodies to accomplish incredible things, And so, anyhow, that was really my big focus. And we didn't get very far because we got off onto a discussion and talking about things. And, when we started talking about, the kind of nobodies that God uses, we looked at three different areas, 3 different categories, and it's just really neat to know. And I think the encouragement for me is, if God can use nobodies like shepherds to tell the news, to let people know, to spread the news that the Messiah is there, and then you look through the Bible of all the other nobodies, then God can definitely use me. And so I think that's an encouraging thing for me, and just a really, really neat deal. So that's what we learned in Sunday school. And then in the main service, we talked about Gideon. Another nobody, by the way. He said he is the weakest tribe and the weakest in the tribe. He says that he's a nobody.
Gideon rocks.
Gideon's the man. Well, Gideon tested God. We talked about faith, and he goes, "Hey, I just want to throw this out there to make sure this is what you want me to be doing." And he goes, "Okay, you did that. So now let's flip that and see if you did." And of course, God's so patient, understanding, long-suffering, and showed him his will. But what's incredible about what God did through Gideon was take 300 men and then, of course, the mighty power of God to defeat the Midianites. And I think that's a really neat story of faith and how we need to put our faith. So we talked about 3 things. You have your head faith, what you know, and then your heart, what you feel. But both of those can let you down. So ultimately is, if you know what God wants you to do, you know the direction, then you need to, in faith, take a step. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to get it. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to be obedient and faithful and follow God. And so that's what we looked at Sunday, and it was really good. And just a really great weekend. Our numbers were good. I think we had 192 or something like that. We had
started off the service with something pretty special too.
Yeah, we got baptized. Lamar Long.
He did great. It was cool to see him up there.
Yeah, well, it's just neat to see, when a grandpa gets to baptize his granddaughter. That's got to be like a crazy special moment.
What did he say? He said, like, my sister. I about teared up right there.
I know he was too. I have a feeling that once he got back there and was drying off, something tells me he was having a moment, which is awesome. I think that's great.
Super sweet.
No, I think it's super sweet. Yeah, so Lamar Long got to baptize his granddaughter, who got saved this summer at camp. So we're super excited about that. We still have several folks folks that need to be baptized, and hopefully we can get them baptized soon, and we'll get that all lined out. But, man, what a really, really sweet day. Really neat to see him get to do that, and I'm glad he was able to do that. And she even came up to me with a big smile before. She goes, my grandpa's going to baptize me today. And I went, I know, that's so awesome. So it was a really, really neat deal. And so she was jacked about it and excited, and I think he was pretty excited about it too. And so that's just a neat moment, a neat family moment that we got to be a part of, and I love being a part of moments like that. So it was neat.
Well, real quick, let's talk about volleyball, and then we can wrap this puppy up.
Volleyball Sunday night. We decided to play when it was humid.
It was pretty miserable.
It's pretty bad. I sweated a bunch. So
at lunch, I was thinking, I was like, man, the Bagwells come to volleyball and they always have a blast. And they come to softball and they always have a blast, and they're fun to be around. I was like, it'd be cool if they came to volleyball. And so I was like, and I had asked him before, last time we played volleyball, I was like, hey, you should come to volleyball. He went, no. So at lunch, without saying anything, I just grabbed Dad's phone and I texted Sam Bagwell and I said, see you at volleyball. And didn't hear nothing from Dad. Obviously, I went and took a nap. But when I pulled in, I walked up, a bunch of guys standing around, I saw Sam. I went, hey, you're here. And he goes, yeah, your text worked.
So I will read you. Keagan said, see you at volleyball. He replied to me, no promises. And then I replied, that was Keagan.
Ah, okay.
And he still showed up.
What a guy.
Yeah.
They're so fun. I really enjoyed them being there. It was hilarious. They were on two different teams. I said, I ended up with Mindy. I said, perfect. I got the better of the Bagwells.
Oh, no, you didn't say that.
Got them all fired up quick. Then Sam, I think we should kind of resent him for a while within the church. He targeted his wife heavily.
Did he?
Throughout the whole game.
Oh, gosh, what a horrible person.
Like when he was serving, he hit it to her every time. I'm pretty sure he hit it to her 2 or 3 times where she would go to set it, and it would go through her hands and it hit her in the face. And I was like, this guy's kind of mean.
Probably slept on the couch last night.
It was so funny, though. And, of course, he's talking trash to her. But so she does that. It goes through her hands and hits her in the face. And her son, Cooper, goes, you need to keep your eye on the ball, Mom.
It was the funniest thing
ever. And then Sam goes, I think she's keeping her eye on the ball a little too well.
I didn't hear that part. I did hear little Cooper yell out, Mom, keep your eye on the ball. I was so cracking up.
Cooper's
it was funny.
Hilarious.
It was funny.
It's just, so even just with Cooper and Everly being there, the amount of entertainment that just came from them two is so fun. Because Cooper's, the front of his head started getting sweaty. So the front of his mohawk was flat, and he just had the bit sticking up back here.
Looked like a little rooster.
He goes, him and Everly come up there, like, you want to try our ice cream? And I was like, yeah, give me some ice cream. Well, they scoop up a bunch of mulch and dirt and put it in this bucket, and they give it to me. And I, obviously, not an idiot, I know it's not ice cream. But I go to lick it to be funny, and Cooper's face, like he goes, no, Keagan, that sticks.
You're too stupid to know, so let me tell you.
He's probably thinking this guy's a moron.
He's dumb. He's dumb.
He actually thought that was ice cream.
He probably laid there in bed last night going, I can't believe he almost did that.
It was fun, though. My team lost pretty bad first couple series, so we switched teams around, and then my team lost again.
And then I came on board.
And then, there was one game we were down. It was 9-6. I got taken out of the game. It becomes like 21-7 maybe. And we brought it back 24-23. And then it was our serve, and we served it to the net and lost.
That's a terrible way to lose.
Yeah, but it was like 21-7 when I checked back in, and we brought it all the way back.
All I know is when me, you, and Haley and Emma Grace were all on the same team, we were pretty good.
Wasn't Trent with us?
We won. No, he was never on my team.
Trent was on my team pretty much every time, I thought.
Not at the end then, because the last 2 games.
We also had Kelso. Kelso was doing good.
Yeah, last 2 games we were in there. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. For some reason, I'm never on Trent's team. I don't know why, but it was him and.
I like playing with Trent, like playing with Gabbo, like you, Haley, Egg. Vince is a good guy. Plays pretty consistent player. He is probably the smoothest serve.
Well, I do have to say this. We have come a long ways to when we started a couple of years ago. Some of these people have improved.
Some of us.
Enormously.
And some people, it's like, man, this is your 5th season. Figure it out.
I know, but for the most part, me and Alan were talking about how some people have come so far.
Oh yeah.
This last couple of years, so which is very nice, very good.
It's just fun. It's just easy.
Had a good
Come
time.
here, get it done. It's a blast. I just need to get better about still having fun even when I'm losing.
It's hard, but yeah, it's hard. People go, "Oh, this is just for fun." Well, winning's fun.
For me, I don't have fun unless I win, and then I'm bad about hiding the fact that I'm upset that you've just let the ball hit your foot for the 5th time in a row, and
move towards the ball and hit it.
Not even trying
move towards the ball
to
and
swing
hit it.
it. Just like, bro, either try or go watch from the crowd.
Yeah, go sit down. You can do better sitting down.
Because the issue is our church people are mean people, and once they figure out that there's somebody on the team that isn't good at hitting the ball,
they don't care. They'll hit it to them.
They hit it to that person every time.
Absolutely.
And so that's how we kept losing. I feel like they just kept targeting the same person 20 shots in a row, and it's like, well, now we're in this hole that we'll never get out of.
Right? Yeah. No, I try not to do that. I might do it one time, and then I feel bad about doing it. So
I only do it if my team's losing.
Well,
I did it a few times last night because I was just really mad.
Keagan, you're doing what you're complaining about other people doing.
No.
So, but anyhow, we had a good time. We had pick up volleyball game. It wasn't like people signed up to come, and then we'll probably take the next couple of weeks off because it's so flipping hot.
It's too hot.
Not unless we just get a cold front come in,
or do like a 6 a.m. Saturday.
Yeah,
morning.
right, something crazy. But then I think once we get into September, we could probably do 4 weeks or so in September, and it'd be a lot of fun.
Probably October would be better.
Yeah, I'm fine. Either way, the problem is you get to October, you get into fall break, and there's 2 weeks that ruin you there for fall break. And so, but yeah, I figure September we'll do 3 or 4 or 5 weeks there, and it'll be good. So I'm looking forward to it. Always a lot of fun, and it's good. It's good to be out there hanging out with church family. I just enjoy hanging out with church people. That's how you really get to know people, is to play volleyball, hang out, tell jokes, tell stories, make fun of each other, and it's a lot of fun. So it was good.
Well, anyways, that's all we got for y'all this week. It's good to be back. Thank y'all for listening. If you did listen, drop a comment, something you want us to talk about, let us know. We love y'all. We'll see y'all not on Wednesday, but on
Sunday.
Bye.